And so I say transform the world through you. I put through you in the brackets just because it sounds kind of cheesy and corny, but it's true. First, you have to deal with yourself. Before you can go help someone else, you got to deal with yourself. So get yourself together first. In this new age of a lot of the raw foodist gurus and the fruitarian things and this kind of stuff happening, there's a lot of people that it's almost as if they want to try and teach others about the lifestyle as a way for them to keep themselves accountable and to keep themselves inspired. That's problematic. I don't recommend to do that. I think there's ways to naturally just share this information without some of these approaches or these things. I guess I question the intention sometimes of some of the folks, especially, into it just a couple years. Again, you want to be studying, transitioning, asking questions, talking to people. I surveyed so many different people when I was in my early years of really studying the Mucusless diet and the system. Anytime I could find somebody that had read the book, I was talking to them about what they did. What did they think about it? I just learned so much, even from people that never got into it. They'd like, oh yeah, back in 1971, I read the Mucusless Diet. Man, that's an interesting book, but I couldn't do it. I love my cheese. You hear that kind of stuff. But that's, but the study, again, coming back to the study and self-transition, whatever the transition is for you. Because right now on the Ehret Forum on Facebook, there's always this debate about what is and is not transition, and people like to frame the transition as this that you should be able to get to this ultimate destination in a short period of time, in a couple years. And then some people say, well, the transition is just an excuse to just eat what you want and to not do anything. It's like, did you read the book? Study. It's not that. I mean, you have to hold yourself accountable, or if you get a group of people and you're holding each other accountable, whatever, but it still comes down to you, first and foremost. Next is confront social challenges. I always have to come back around to the social issue because I find that it's one of the top reasons that people are unable to sustain this type of lifestyle. They'll do good for a while, and they might even be feeling better, but then they get a phone call from their family or their friends, and they say, hey, we're going to Outback Steakhouse. Come on, hey, we're going to get some pizza. And you might, even though you're feeling better, something about that social pressure, you get over there and you're like, a little bit won't hurt. As soon as you ever say a little bit won't hurt, get ready for some pain, because oftentimes that little bit hurts more than if you would have made that a part of your transition and used some kind of way. I went through, I won't get into all my transitional stuff, but here now, but there's a lot of stuff that I ate. That's not in the Mucusless Diet book, but the principles were there, the way that I used those items. That's the key. The mechanics behind it is so crucial to understand. But I would challenge you to, hit these social challenges head on and just be mindful. Know that might be, or not even might, but probably will be a big deal, something that you're going to have to deal with, something you're going to have to navigate, plan for. When I go out to places, I'm always, even though I knew we had a bunch of food here, I brought some stuff, a couple apples and bananas or whatever, some things to drink. That's a habit for me. Wherever I go, I'm gonna bring, if I'm eating, usually I travel with fruit. Sometimes I, might put a little salad in a thing and ice it up and travel with it. But that's part of the problem solving that you have to deal with here. And then when you are ready, share. I want you to share. I want all of us to share the Mucusless Diet with friends, family, loved ones, social media, the world, followers. I want it to share, but we got to prioritize it. The right intention needs to be behind it. And we need to learn how to properly do it. What's the best way to get this information out to people?